All players, NBC is facing some backlash over this new hire. Y'all go ahead and grab your tea and have a seat. Let's talk about NBC hiring Ronna McDaniel, the former RNC chair. Baby, the congregation of the internet streets is marching straight over to NBC and they are asking, what the hell were y'all thinking? So, NBC is currently facing some backlash after they announced that they have hired former RNC chair Ronna McDaniel. Now, it's important to note that when Ronna McDaniel was replaced on the RNC, she was not in Frumpy Dump's good graces. The Magamites came after her regarding his nomination for president. Also, they felt like the mishandling of RNC funds. So she was replaced by another man, and then also Frumpy Dump's daughter-in-law was hired to the RNC after she was replaced. Now, the congregation of the internet streets is currently marching straight on over to NBC, saying they have questions because we know that Ronna McDaniel was a part of that Michigan fake electors phone call. We heard her on there saying that the RNC would pay for any legal fees of that elector if she chose not to certify the election for Frumpy Dump. Now, they went ahead and certified it, but Ronna McDaniel was deeply involved in that, also funding Frumpy Dump's legal fees. Now NBC is having to come out and basically face this backlash.
Contradictions. And look, there's a reason why there's a lot of journalists at NBC News uncomfortable with this, because many of our professional dealings with the RNC over the last 6 years have been met with gaslighting, have been met with character assassination. So that's where you begin here. And so when NBC made the decision to give her NBC News' credibility, you got to ask yourself, what does she bring NBC News?
This morning on Meet the Press, they aired a previously recorded interview with Ronna McDaniel, and they made it a point. The host made it a point to say, look, this interview was done before I knew that she was hired as a part of NBC. So this is getting very interesting for sure. Not sure how NBC is going to swing this. It's so bad that MSNBC president made an announcement that Ronna McDaniel will not be on MSNBC. So MSNBC wants absolutely nothing to do with Ronna McDaniel, and in my opinion, I don't blame them. The way she conducted herself after the 2020 election, knowing that the things that Frumpy Dump and his team were saying were incorrect, was absolutely ridiculous and a hot boo-boo shitty mess. And the fact that the RNC is paying Frumpy Dump's legal fees is absolutely absurd. And since Ronna McDaniel has been replaced, they have actually started paying his legal fees more than what they were before. I believe they spent I believe it was $400,000 just in February paying Frumpy Dump's legal fees. So most of the Frumpy Dump tank sniffers and Magamites contributions to the RNC is going toward Frumpy Dump's legal fees. How is that acceptable? It's going to be very interesting to see how this situation plays out. I don't think that Ronna McDaniel should be a part of NBC. She need to take herself over to Newsmax or OAN or one of those places, or just drift off into the abyss and enjoy the wealth that she has been able to accrue since she was the RNC chair. But to be a part of a network like NBC, I think that it is absurd. But players, y'all know my opinion is not the only one that matters. I want to know yours. Put it in the comments. This is Double D Mobile for the Black Accurate News.